Hello, this is Zachary Diamond. I am recording my Canva creation. I made a poster from Module 2 where I will describe three main takeaways from chapters 1 through 6. I wrote down the three main ideas that I got from reading chapters 1 through 6. There were a lot, but the broad strokes of it, the things that I took away from it that were pretty important, were all having to do with evaluating a good book, or making sure that the resources that we provide are good quality. Because if we're looking at going into libraries, it's a good idea to have that set criteria in your mind and know what a good quality book looks like. So, in chapter 3, I did like, especially on the quiz, when the question that asked, is it the whole experience, or is it the lesson that it teaches? I think I fully agree. It's the whole experience. So it's how the book makes you feel. It's the characters, it's the pictures, it's everything. So just because a book conveys a good message, if it turns a kid away, or it scares them, or it uses complicated language, I still wouldn't want to use that book. It's the cliche saying, it's the journey, not the destination, sort of thing. Obviously we want books that have well-rounded characters. I did like the idea, what they said about unexpected insights. Some books that I remember reading, and I know they're kind of teeny bopperish, the last couple of books that I was reading when I subbed for fun was Twilight. I remember the main character would mention how brown is a warm color, which was a kind of an odd thing to say, an odd thing to read at first. And now brown is one of my favorite colors, just because it is so multi-dimensional. And reading that insight kind of helped reinforce that idea. Also, how Hunger Games, they talked about how sometimes you have hollow days where you're just ravenous and hungry all the time, no matter how much you eat. And I found myself referencing that to my sister, and she agrees that there are days where we just, sometimes we just eat, and we're never full. And it's cool that becomes part of our everyday language. I like the idea in chapter 4 that illustrations reinforce written text. Okay, they develop our characters, they establish the setting, they establish mood. All of this wasn't news to me, but it is nice to see it all in one spot, saying just how important illustrations can be, and that picture books are not they're not silly or unnecessary, and the pictures really do kind of reinforce what the story is. They kind of make or break it. And then the texture, composition, action, and detail, just some elements of the visual literacy that we would teach our children, are good to point out on a daily basis. And then finally, we need multicultural books. I was listening to it on the radio, but it kind of goes along with chapter 6. Multicultural books help us to have empathy. It helps us step into other people's viewpoints, and they also help reinforce our own. So those are some very interesting ideas as far as multiculturalism in the library. Thank you.